What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 3, Episode 1. We are back. Miami is back. And my man ain't on this season. What's my man name? The one with the dreads. The crazy one with the car accident with the police chase. Y'all gonna drop it in the chat. I liked him. Anyway, with his crazy self. Anyway, we start this episode off. We see clips from the funeral for Trina's mom. We know that her mom passed away a few months ago. We found out that she had been battling cancer for the last 5 years. Trina said that she's basically been suffering in silence, that a lot of people did not know that this is what was going on and what she was dealing with. And so we did see a little bit of some clips from the funeral, and Trina was just broken up. I mean, she was just heartbroken, right? And I feel like they added that to just kind of give us that little bit of tidbit, because this happened anyway, it just seemed weird. We jumped straight from that into Amara La Negra. She's moving into a new home. It looks like a beautiful house. She said it's her dream home. It looks really nice. She's moving in with her mom. Of course, her mother's living with her. And we find out she got a boo. But here's my problem. I don't like him. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like him. Because he's disrespectful. They are living in the house with her mom, and he comes up out the bedroom with a towel on. And where he realizes that her mother is there, instead of him saying, "Oh, my bad, Mom, I apologize. Let me go put some clothes on," he don't understand why she has a problem with it. And he's playing and laughing and joking with her. And what I kept waiting for him to do was to pull the towel away, and he really had on some shorts, and he was just joking. And he may very well just had on some shorts underneath. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was disrespectful for him to be walking around the house naked, knowing that you live with her mom. It'd be different if y'all live by yourself and you ain't know her mother was there. You know her mama lived there. 2, when you saw her mother and your response was to joke about it like he don't see what the big deal is, rather than say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom. Let me go put some clothes on." 3, I just, where was he living before y'all started dating? Let him stay at his house. Amara. So I don't like him. Then we find out later on that that's Shay's brother. And I feel like we've seen him before. Is that the same brother that we saw when she had to have the surgery last season? Is that the same brother? Anyway, I feel like I've seen him before. But I ain't crazy about him. And then Mama gonna tell him to go take the trash out, and he's still laughing at her and joking or whatever. I mean, it just... And Amara, she's so caught up and she's so in love, honey. She's so happy to have a man that she just... As much as you love your mama and all that stuff you was giving us these last 2 seasons, the fact that you would let this man come in and be disrespectful to your mother, that just didn't sit right with me. I just felt some kind of way about it. Okay. Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy got himself a new boo, honey. She's a rapper. Her name is Crystal. No, I was going to say her name is Crystal Clear. I don't know where I got Crystal Clear from. Her name is Nikki Natural. I question that title, but we're going to let her have it. Come to find out that they are together, but she is abstinent, so they ain't doing the boop boop and the hoo hoop. Not because Trick don't want to. He said that that they together, everything is cool, and he actually is able to open up his own restaurant. Now he said Miami don't have a good soul food restaurant. Well, didn't last season we saw Chaotic? That's his name. Then when they say Chaotic had a soul food restaurant last year, but now this year ain't no soul food. They didn't remember they told us that last year that there wasn't no soul food, but that it was a phone. Anyway, so we get there and Trick is at the grand opening of his soul food restaurant. Now, one thing that everybody has been able to agree on is that this man can cook. And I'm going to tell you this. I hope this ain't no fake restaurant for the TV show, because the next time I'm in Miami, I need to go to, it's called Sundays. The next time I'm in Miami, I'm going to have to head down to Sundays and give me a little plate. I don't know. Because that is the one thing that everybody has said that this man can cook for real, for real. So they were down to the grand opening. We have Shay, we've got Bobby Lights, we've got Amara, we got Amara's boo thing. Joy comes through. And of course, Joy comes through. They still ain't divorced. Trick said, "Look, we ain't divorced because her lawyer keeps sending me." Said the lawyer keeps sending me bills. He said, "I keep telling her, you tell your lawyer to stop sending me bills, and maybe we can get this divorce done. But I ain't about to pay for something I don't want." Now, I ain't never seen a divorce take this long with two broke mofos, but okay, they still working on this divorce that they've been working on for the last 10 years. At this point, I feel like they've been separated longer than they were married, but okay. Then we have Amara. Her and Shay have become really good friends. But JoJo comes up. And Shay's thing is, I don't know why you still talking about JoJo. I don't know why you still thinking about JoJo. I don't know why JoJo's name is still in your mouth. There is nothing positive that we can say about JoJo and Amar. If you want to be friends with JoJo and mess around with JoJo, then me and you can't rock with each other because that woman disrespected me. She disrespected you. And I don't understand why you even considering being her friend. Amar's thing is, I know she did me wrong. I know she did me dirty. But there's a part of me that still loves her and cares about her. And maybe we can figure out a way to at least be cool with each other. Shay ain't trying to hear it. Shay ain't trying to hear it. And I can understand where Shay is coming from. But I think Shay goes too far in the, you had to see it my way or this the highway. But we'll get back to that. So this is what's going on down to the cookout. Now, who ends up showing up is Miss Nikki Natural. Nikki Natural. I was going to call her Nikki No Plastic. Anyway, Nikki Natural shows up. Now, Trick done send Nikki Natural into the lion's den and tell her to go over there where Joy is to talk. And here's the problem. Once again, it's about respect. He said, as far as I'm concerned, Joy is family. So anybody who rock with me gonna have to figure out a way to get along with my family. And they get to talking about how, because Trina's older sister, the one she fired, worked for Trick Daddy now because he needed a job. And he starts talking about how he still thinks Trick is in love with Joy, and that's who he really want to be with. Talking about something, well, I mean, I'm serious because every woman he date look just like Joy. Every woman he date, it reminds me of Joy. Now, mind you, the chick is sitting right there. And Trick Daddy laughing. Instead of saying, no. What we not gonna do, we not gonna disrespect my woman. You know, I got love for Joy, but we not gonna disrespect my woman. He don't say nothing. He let them just keep talking like she ain't sitting right there. That is disrespectful. And that would have been the last time we went out on a date. I'd have been done with him. But that's another conversation. So Trick Daddy gonna say in his confessional, he said, look, I don't still love Joy. I don't have love with Joy. I'm not in love with Joy. I just don't want a divorce. What? What? That doesn't even make sense to me. So then we catch up with JoJo. JoJo looks like, she said that she's got a clothing line coming out under the Tommy Hilfiger umbrella. And it must be legit because they show pictures of her with Tommy Hilfiger. And Tommy Hilfiger is a sponsor at this event. At least that much is legit. Bobby shows up. And Bobby's only purpose on this show right now is to be messy and be a bone carrier. And he is here for the job, okay? So Bobby is telling her, you know, I was with Amara the other day and, you know, Amara really still cares about you. You know, I really think that you and Amara need to talk and work things out. Like, I feel like y'all can find a way, you know, just to talk and work things out. Bobby, stay out of that and let it go. So then we see Joy and Trina down to the studio. Trina said that she is not seeing anybody. She's not talked to anybody. That she is just basically dealing with her grief privately. She said the only person that she really even talks to at this point is Joy. So Joy was telling her about the event down to the restaurant open, and Trina was like, you know what, I hate to be rude or whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't really want to hear about all that. Like, I don't really care about you and Trick Daddy mess. Because I thought, didn't she give Trick Daddy the money? I mean, didn't she give Joy the money to divorce Trick Daddy? Now I know that, that sometimes, you get a lawyer a certain amount of money, they nickel and dime you, and they find 500 other ways to get more money out of you. I get that, but dang! Can we not let this divorce be a storyline again? Like, really, can we not? Can we not? Anyway, so she also lets Joy know that Julian, her former manager, basically she says he stole $300,000 from her. The way she tells the story is that the record company advanced him $300,000, which was supposed to be for her. He kept the money and took that money and put it into his own personal record label and business instead of giving her any of the money. Now, first of all, I find it interesting that he didn't give her any of the money. Second of all, I find it interesting that when you find out about this, I mean, like, you just found out about $300,000. But, so, of course, she's upset and, she's not really feeling Julian. We already saw that her and Julian was sort of having some issues last season because she felt like he was putting too much energy into Amara anyway. And now we got this money situation. So, honey, we'll get back to that. Amara has a showcase to drop her new single. She said that her career has done some great things over the last couple of years, but it's still not where she wants it to be. She wants a Grammy. She wants this. She wants that. So she said, things still aren't quite where she wants them to be. And so she's dropping this single release to, get it out there, let the industry hear it, get some radio play, just to continue to move up. I still bop her last, that song she sang last season, Insecure. Is that it? Insecure, whatever. Anyway, I like that song. I downloaded it. I like the song. So, Trina came out. Trina said she wanted, she said that she made herself come out the house, sort of dragged herself out the house, that she want to support, Amara. She wants to see, see how everybody's doing, and she does want to support Amara. We see her and Trick are in a good place. Last season things ended badly, but here's the thing you got to understand. Trina and Trick are brother and sister. They fight, they argue, they cuss each other out. I'm pretty sure that what we saw last season ain't the first time that they done cussed each other out. Probably ain't gonna be the last time, and they've probably cussed each other out worse. I am certain of it. They've known each other for 20 years, and the way they rolled, both of them mouths that they have, please. It just so happened we saw it. And it was bad last year, but child. So they're in a good place. And Joy was even messing with him a little bit, talking about something, you want that old thing back, don't you? You want that. And so they were laughing. They were in a good place. I think we saw that Trick was at the funeral. And I think that Trick understands that, right now she just needs to laugh. So he ain't even get nasty or get mad or whatever. He just let it roll. Because Trina was laughing and they were having a good time. Now, while this is going on, Messy Bobby is over on the other side of the bar, letting Shay know that JoJo is coming to the event. So, of course, Shay goes off. You hear me? I mean, Shay goes off on Amara. She's cussing Amara all kinds of, talking about something. How you gonna feel that way if you my friend? You wouldn't do that to me. Why would you put me in the same space as this woman after the way this woman did you and how I've been there for you and I supported you? How could you do this to me? I mean, she got the crying and everything, honey. She was getting all in her fifis. And, her brother was even trying to tell her, like, yo, sis, calm down. She was like, nah, bro, just stay out of it. This between me and her. Just stay out of it. I don't want to put you in the middle of it. You stay out of it. And JoJo was like, well, just, calm down. And she was like, nah. I mean, I can't believe she did this to me. It's just not going to be pretty. And Amara was like, look, I don't need all of this drama. This is my event. This is my single. I have industry people here. I don't need the drama. Like, if you're not here to support me, it is what it is. And honey, she rolled off and started taking pictures and doing her own thing. She was unbothered by the whole tantrum that Shay was throwing. Later on, we see Shay talking to her brother, and her brother's trying to tell her, like, look, just calm down. Like, nobody's trying to disrespect you. Let Amara handle her business. Let Amara take care of it. You just gotta calm down. She was like, nah, bro, stay out of it. Because, if JoJo shows up, I ain't gonna have no words for Amara or for JoJo. I'm probably gonna, want to punch JoJo in her face and all stuff. So she said, and I don't want to put you in a situation where you have to choose between your sister or choose between your girl. So just stay out of it so you're not in the middle of it. And I was just like, okay, Shay. And again, I understand where Shay is coming from. And I don't understand why Amara want to rock with JoJo either after what JoJo did. But at the same time, I've been there. I don't know if it's my cancer in me, but I've been there where somebody has, dogged me out, and I just feel like I just need that closure. I just need to really, and I feel like maybe that's what it is with Amara. It's like, She just needs that final, you know. Now, the other thing that's going on is Julian is coming. Because Julian is Amara's manager. So JoJo and Joy were both like, oh, Julian is coming? And Amara was like, yeah, he's my manager. Like, he's supposed to be here. And they were like, you know, and of course both of them went off talking about how Julian stole money from Trina and how you better not let Trina see him because it could be a problem. And then JoJo was like, but don't worry about it. It don't have anything to do with you. My beef with him is my beef with him, you know, because Trina's my family, but you do your thing. Amara was like, how you gonna drop something like that in my lap and then say, but it don't have nothing to do with you. You go do your thing. Like, what are you talking about? And in my mind, I'm like, Amara, you would have had a whole lot of stuff just thrown on you right before you got to go on stage and perform this single. And, I mean, but she did it, honey. She went up on that stage and she did her thing. You know, she is a professional. She did her thing. And I actually kind of like this song, too. It's a little bop, you know, a little get you on the dance floor kind of thing. And everybody knew the song and was singing along with it. It's a catchy little tune. Like, you could pick up. It's one of those songs, if you don't even know the words, you can kind of pick up real easy, you know. And who comes walking up in there? JoJo. She got herself a new boo, huh? And JoJo's thing is, I really would like to move on with Amara. I really would like for us to sort of let bygones be bygones and you know, be friends again. Shay sees Amara, and let me tell you something. Shay does something that Shay doesn't normally do. Rather than create a confrontation, this is how I know she really does care about Amara. Because she did not create a confrontation. She did not create any type of no smoke. She just basically let you know, she said she was leaving because she was like, if I stay, I'm gonna end up, you know, cussing Amara out. I'm gonna end up cussing JoJo out, and you know, let me just go. But she mad. She in her fifis about the whole thing, and she's really pissed off at Amara. So she ends up leaving. I respect that. That's growth, Shay. Cause see, 2 years ago you'd have threw a shoe at the girl head or something crazy, you know. So Amara goes to talk to JoJo. And here's the thing. Once again, JoJo starts talking about, well, you did stuff to me and I did stuff to you. And I just want us to move on. I just want us to get past this and move on. And, you know, I was hurt. And I'm thinking to myself, what? You dogged this woman out, said that she put voodoo on you, said her mama put voodoo on you, said, like, blamed her for everything that was wrong in your life. Like, what did she do to you, child? And then she threw this little half apology at the end of this long tirade. And then threw a little apology, a little half-ass apology on the end. And Amara was like, see, you know, I really thought that we could move on. I really thought that we could get to a place where we could sort of, you know, move on and be friends again. But, you know, I went back and I revisited a lot of what you said about me. I revisited those old interviews and those old things you posted on about me online, and I realized that, yeah, I can't do that. I just can't get past what you did to me and what you said about my mom and what you said about me. And so, with that being said, you know, thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good night. And JoJo left. You know, JoJo left. Trina realized that Jillian was there, but she said, you know, now's not the time or the place for me to approach him. So I'm going to keep it cute. You know, I ain't trying to mess up Amara's event, but I got some words for him, you know, but I'm going to keep it cute. Because she said that what ended up happening was that $300,000, not only did he not give any of it to her, he didn't pay producers. He didn't pay people on her project. And so she started getting cease and desist letters from these producers who never got paid. And as a result, her album got pulled. Because, you know, you didn't pay me for my song, you can't be making money off that song. And so it wasn't just a matter of you literally took money out of my hand. You didn't give me money I was supposed to have. You didn't even use the money for what it was used for. What it was there for was to pay for the production of my album. Because, see, she got to get that $300,000. See, record companies don't give you advances for nothing. It was an advance, which means she got to get that $300,000 back, supposedly off the record sales. Now, I don't think she sold $300,000 worth of albums. But ideally, that is how this was supposed to work. So now, Trina owes the record company, and she owes these producers, and Julian is somewhere chilling with her $300,000. Probably paid for that house a Marlon Negro got right now. Anyway, it's ugly. I'm sure that's going to be a major storyline for the rest of this season. And last but not least, you know who we saw. The Queen Bee is back, y'all. The Queen Bee is back. Jocelyn Hernandez, honey, let us know she is back in Miami. And she is here to shake it up. So we will see how that plays out. The other person that's on this season is Prima Donna. And you might remember Prima Donna. She was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then she was on Marriage Boot Camp. She had the waist trainers. Which she clearly not using no more. And I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.